the game, cause see the boxing voice.
BoxingVoice.com live here with TJ Velasquez, known as the Stunner, but the streets are starting to call you the Puerto Rican Canelito. It seems like we're going to have to just have you take that. But talk to us a little bit about today's performance. Obviously, your pro debut. I'm sure there was a lot of butterflies. But when you got into the ring, did everything settle down, and were you able to feel in your environment?
Yes, in the first, I was nervous, and way before the fight, going into the fight, and stepping in that ring and having that bell ring, it took all the nervousness and all the butterflies away from me. It all just vanished.
How was it walking down that ring and seeing your name behind you so huge? I mean, being on PBC for a pro debut, it's a blessing, let's just say. So how was it for you to see that?
I know I keep saying this, but it's like a dream. Like I can't get it out of my head. It's unreal of how I could just be watching it on TV, and now I'm in the TV being the one that's coming out to the ring. It's just crazy.
Now, obviously, last night must have been horrible for you to get to sleep because, you had just so many visions of what today would play out like. But you came away with a spectacular fourth round, one-punch knockout at that, quick overhand right. Was that the way you envisioned it, or did you see it maybe happening in the first, or was this sweet enough?
I didn't envision nothing. I envisioned the win, but I didn't know if I was going to take him out or not, but I knew I could. My corner helped me out with that. I was too anxious in the beginning, first 3 rounds, trying to knock him out with that one hit, that overhand right. But as soon as the third round came, I just stopped. From my private side, I was like, I'm going to just listen. As soon as I did that, the right hand just came right through.
Now, Canelito, what I noticed was that you was definitely throwing the jab, but from a distance. It was more just like a jab to let your opponent know I'm going to use this, but it wasn't really a jab that you were trying to be assertive with it and landed. Could you just walk us through that, why you kept the distance so far between you when you were using your jab?
I was doing that because I never underestimate a fighter, so I don't know how hard he hit. So I don't want to go inside with my correct jab and go to his face and have him throw overhand right to me, just like how I did him. So if I throw it from the outside and have him aware of the jab, he's going to be like, all right, he got me, but he's not close, so I can't get him. So me knowing that he's not going to throw it has my advantage to throw my right hand when I'm ready.
And obviously, this being a 4-rounder, we know that there's a sense of urgency because only 4 rounds, that you have to obviously make, I guess, a decision, an outcome in 4 rounds. So is that your fighting style, though, to come forward the way that you did? You were digging to the body. You seemed to be the aggressor, or was that because of the situation and it only being 4 rounds, you needed to fight at that pace?
It was a situation and the limit of the rounds. And
I told you his leg. Look, you guys killing my energy.
In my head, when they said it was the 4th and final round, I swore it was the 3rd. I don't know why. I was just not paying attention or something, but it went by so fast. So I thought it just felt shorter. So that's when I decided to calm down, like my corner was saying, and get to business. And then that's when it happened.
I noticed you landed 2 good body shots. I don't know if you could remember that far back, obviously, with all the excitement. But if you do, were you surprised that he was able to take those? I thought he would go down with those 2 consecutive body shots.
No, I wasn't surprised because they were good punches, but I didn't sit on it, and I wasn't planning on it to hurt him. I was just planning on him to feel it. So that way he's focused on his body, so his hands would drop, and I would come over top.
So how soon could we see you back in the ring? Obviously, this being your pro debut, you don't want to rush things, but you seem to not take any punishment. That face is looking fine. You think you could get back in there before the end of the year?
Yes, it's highly likely. There's a word about September. I don't know, though, but that's all I can say right now because I'm not sure.
Any social media you want to give out for fans that don't know Canelito could definitely follow him? Yes, we're going to keep calling him Canelito. We're going to keep calling him. I mean, that's what the fans are calling him. The comments are there.
If y'all want to follow the young stunner, follow me. My name Team Velasquez _. So team and then VELASQUEZ _ on Twitter and Instagram. And if you want to follow me on Facebook, it's TJ Velasquez, T.J.Velasquez.
Well, thank you very much, man, and enjoy the fights and enjoy your win, man.
All right, thank you very much.